Hello, my name's Suzanne Dodd. I'm the Director of Legal and Governance. The UK theme for International Women's Day for 2023 is Embrace Equity. The aim of the theme is to get the world talking about why equal opportunities are no longer enough. Our local theme here at Sanctuary this year is Smashing Stereotypes. I'm going to do a short talk combining both themes. I'm going to look at why it is important to embrace equity so we can continue smashing stereotypes. Firstly, in order to really understand the UK's theme of embracing equity, it is important to understand and recognise and appreciate the difference between the meaning of equality and equity. Equality means each individual or group of people are given the same resources or opportunities. Equity recognises that each person has different circumstances and allocates the exact resources and opportunities needed to reach an equal outcome. An example to illustrate the difference between the meaning of equality and equity is: you are looking after two children. They are hungry. You're about to give both an apple, but you remember one of the children is allergic to apples. So you give that child a pear instead. You are being equitable as you're satisfying their hunger. If you had given both children an apple, you would have been equal but not equitable, as the child with the allergy would not have been able to eat the apple. The difference between equality and equity really got me reflecting on my own experiences. I reflected on how equality and equity have played a part in my career in smashing stereotypes. Throughout my career, I've always been determined to smash stereotypes. I specialised in commercial law quite early on in my career and rose to head of commercial law in my early 20s. I was dealing with multi-million pound deals, £1 billion PFI projects. I definitely smashed stereotypes walking into those negotiation rooms as a young black female negotiator when my counterpart was a middle-class, middle-aged white male partner. I rose to director level at a young age and continued to smash stereotypes, and one could argue that I was given equal opportunities. However, on paper those opportunities presented themselves as equal, but in reality I could argue that they were not always equitable. This is because equity recognises that people are not always equal. Everyone is not starting out at the same place. There are circumstances that make it more difficult for people to achieve the same goal. In particular, being a mother and working at a senior level meant throughout my career I had to make certain sacrifices to be able to achieve my goal, to thrive in the workplace. There were work experiences that clearly have evidenced themselves to me that there are still systemic and structural barriers that get in the way of people, including women's ability to thrive. However, notwithstanding the challenges, I have been determined to smash those barriers, to smash those stereotypes, to smash those stereotypes. And as a senior leader, I now use my platform to challenge inequity, to challenge gender and other stereotypes. I call out discrimination, draw attention to bias and seek inclusion. But this is not just my battle. This is not just women's battle. It is everybody's battle. I believe that my journey, my lived experience means that I understand better what needs to be done. Equality is the goal and equity is how we get there. And together we will continue to smash stereotypes. Together we will continue to work collaboratively and collectively to make positive and sustainable change. Thank you all for listening, and happy International Women's Day. We will smash these stereotypes.